Hey guys, it's me, my face, and a bad case of the frizzies. Tonight's silly dance brought to us by Wormtown. Be happy. I bought a 6-pack, so you're gonna see it a bit. I also bought myself some White Claw because apparently I'm basic. If you're new here, my name is Andrea and this is my channel about cross-stitch and scrapbooking and cats and beer and opinions and mental health and anything else that falls out of my face. If you're a returning visitor, welcome back. I appreciate it. I actually have a list of things to go through this week. It's not all stitching, but I will front load the video with the stitching and the haul, and then we can all wander off whenever we feel it necessary. Apparently I'm part of the royal we now. So let's jump right in. First thing that I worked on is Misfortune. This is my Prairie schooler. My goal in life is to have a Prairie schooler going at all times, and I've been enabled to do that. So I'm trying to think, I think I got mostly this side of her arm done, or this side of her dress. I actually worked on this Tuesday night when, I used to go to my father's every Tuesday for dinner with my sister, and we haven't been able to do that since quarantine started. So we've been doing virtual dinners on Tuesday nights we had been using WebEx, and that was, the sound on my father's tablet for some reason was awful. We couldn't understand a word he said. So last week we changed over to Google Meet, and that went much better. It's not as fancy, but I think it's fine for what we're gonna do. But more and more we're just eating first and then logging in to talk to each other. So we referred to that as virtual crafting night as well. So I worked on that. I'm sorry if that got cut off. I sneezed. It's just allergies. The second thing that I worked on with renewed interest, not a lot of it, but renewed interest, is my tribute to Bast. I'm still working on that cauldron. It's so much cauldron. There's so much cauldron. And I thought many things to myself, but I thought, maybe I should just start doing like the fill in and the colors and all some of the fun stuff. Maybe if I worked on the fun stuff, I would be more excited. But I didn't. I did about 3 more rows of the black cauldron and called it a night. I keep doing this. I keep trying to make a thing, and then the thing frustrates me, and then I end up, ice cream somehow gets involved, and I don't know. I guess ice cream and cross stitch don't mix. Can't imagine how that would be true. The last thing that I worked on, let's see if you remember this one. This is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I know. I finished off some of her hair, and I got her second sleeve done, and I gave her hands. And I spent an inordinate amount of time thinking about whether I should change the color of her hands to be more inclusive. And as I was sitting there just pulling the thread that I had, I said, okay, we'll adjust the other witch, and they can be little multicultural witchy friends. I'm into that. So she's going to be the pasty white girl, and then we will pick a lovely, let's say, mocha color, something for her friend and her sister. So I love how this is coming out. It really is. I don't know why it's so hard to get me to work on this. I don't know if it's just because it's tough for me to hold right now. It's tough for me to get set up for. It's also the only pattern I have left that I'm working off a paper copy. So that's a little retro, but it's gonna get done. Maybe not today, but it's gonna get done. And that was it. That's actually all the stitching I did this week, which is not very much. That's just 3 nights. What did I do the other nights? I'm not entirely sure. I do know that one night I worked on my new obsession, the junk journal. Amazingly, these things don't get done if you just watch videos about them. You actually have to sit down and do things. So that was a revelation. Neither of the pages I'm going to show you are done, and I'm not terribly pleased with them yet, but I thought I would show you where I'm starting. This is a page I did for Amy over at Amy Loves Toads. She sent me this lovely card, and so I made her a little page, and I stuck the frogs up. See, I managed to keep track of the frogs, and I stuck them on there. I don't have gel pens. I have colored pencils, so some of the drawing that I did, I put them on little lily pads, you can't really see. So definitely going to kind of go over those. But I thought this was cute for a start, for a first page. And I guess part of the beauty of these things is as I come across things that I think if I find great frog stickers or something like that, I know where to put them, and I can just keep building this page. I don't have to be done with it. And then there's the whole next page if I find that much stuff for Amy. The second page I did was for Jay over at Mortuary Stitches. She has sent me a few things over the years, and I have a pretty big shadow box of just little bits and pieces that she has sent over. But I had these two flying around because it's a see? This is a postcard, and this is an actual, a handmade card, I think. So last week, or the week before, I showed you how they fold a single piece of paper and make 4 pockets. So I sat them in the pockets. So they're not stuck in here. I can take them out anytime if I want to change the page. I haven't, pasted them down to anything. But, yeah, and I was playing with my new white marker, which I think came out really cute. I can't draw. I cannot. I can't make a straight line with a ruler, but I can trace a stencil, so I did that. So again, I can add to it anytime, and I have the facing page to play with too. So that's as far as I've gotten. I've started to collect cards and postcards and things that people have sent me over the years. It's been years. Oh my heavens, it's been years, hasn't it? So, there's at least 4 or 5 people who need pages in here. And, my stitchy godmother, Laura, I think she's going to get more pages because I said so. I want you to know in the past week I have showed amazing restraint. I have gone nowhere to buy things for scrapbooking. I have managed to collect some bits and pieces to add to my, big pot of supplies, so I can go through things when I need them and try to pick out, the little pretties and make them interesting, and coffee tea dye stuff and have a good time. One of the things I actually just threw in the bin today was the envelope that Trisha over at 3 Owl Threads sent my nest egg in, because she always uses the prettiest envelopes. So I have that over there just waiting to be used for something interesting. I can make, I don't know, I'll have to figure it out, but I bet you I can make something out of that. I thought it was an interesting bunch of colors this week, or this month. She sends them alphabetically, so I kind of think it's interesting when everything in a certain letter seem to go together or seem to complement each other. I don't know if that's, maybe not on purpose, but maybe just, I don't know, I'm guessing. But let's go through these. This is Brown Hen. I'm going to try to get you out of the direct, we know it's not going to work, but we got Brown Hen, we got Bella Rosa, Boysenberry Jam, which is a really cool, bright Eastery kind of purple. Candy corn, which I'm all over. Yes. Cappuccino, which is nice. It's almost kind of it's a browny, pinky purple kind of deal going on. I like it. It's good. It's a brown, pinky purple. This is Carrie Berry. Not really my gig, but it could be useful for something. You never know. Candied yams. Caramel. It's caramel. There's an A in it, and I don't know why people argue about it. It's caramel. It's caramel. Bambino, which again is not really, that may end up being a giveaway with the kind of pink and baby bluey purple. And finally, chai. As always, very pleased with my nest egg. I considered before either moving over to weeks or adding weeks to my subscription, but apparently they are having issues getting their materials and getting supplies and things like that, so we'll have to wait till the world straightens out a little. Earlier today, I used the random number generator to pick a winner from last week's giveaway. I will insert the video of my picking here. Hey guys, I am just getting ready to choose the winner for the Jolly July type ornament pattern giveaway thing from this week. I have the random number generator up. You'll notice that I start with a minimum of 3. That's because in the spreadsheet you can see that the first line is the title and line 2 is me. That was my test entry. So the actual people start from 3 to 17, and we are going to hit generate 15. And the person on line 15 is Brandy German. So Brandy, I think you gave me your address. I will double check and I will get this off in the mail to you. Thanks. Congratulations, Brandy. I've already emailed her. She's emailed me back. I have it in the envelope. It's addressed. It's stamped. By golly, it's going in the mail on Monday. We can do this. So since that giveaway was so flippin' easy, I got another one. This is again to help support those of you doing Jolly July. This is actually 4 patterns. This is what you get. My initial thought was to give away just this, the patchwork tree ornament. This is out of it's one of the leisure arts. It's for the love of cross stitch. It's either out of a 2000 or a 2002. I don't know which one I took it from. But I thought it was cute because it's Christmassy without being too, it's different. It's a little more modern and a little more interesting. To me anyways. But in order to give you this page comes with 3 patterns on the back of it. So I might as well give you this page that has the color key and the pictures of the 3 other patterns. So we have what we have. We have a Santa, we have Moose on the Loose, and we've got snowmen. And they're so cute. So bonus Jonas, you get both pages. Same as last week, there is a Google form linked down in the description. You can just go and fill it out. It does give you the option of giving me your mailing address right up front, but you are under no obligation to do that. I'm happy to contact you if you're the winner, and we can get your address then. Please be 18 or over. Would it kill you to be a subscriber? I'm not gonna check. I'm not gonna check. Could you like up the video? It'd be nice. I'm not gonna check. I'm not gonna check. And I will draw the winner on or around a date that's up there. It's a Thursday. It's always a Thursday. As long as it's Thursday where you are, you'll be fine. And we will get this one in the mail. Last night, for the first time in months, we went out. We sat at a restaurant. We ordered from a menu. There were strangers around us. It was almost like, you know, it used to be. Except that all the wait staff had masks on, and people were sitting like, it's supposed to be 6 feet. I swear this place had them like 10 or 15 feet apart. And it was so quiet. We went to a sports bar. I don't know if they have a Jake and Joe's in more than one place, but this place is usually really loud. It usually has like 40 or 50 televisions blaring all at once, and one of the channels is usually like a music video channel, which I really enjoy. You couldn't even hear it. They had like, none of the sound was up, and because they were at like half capacity, it was so quiet. It was almost a little creepy. But it was nice to get out and eat some, you know, not terribly bad for me food. I had a salad with avocado and steak tips. Can't argue with that. 2 beers. I don't think I want to get too far into this rabbit hole because I know what I've read about what happened with Fiber Talk and Gary and Stitchy Box and what's the other place? Fire Poppies, and all I can say is I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken. There's no good side of this situation, it appears to me. I listened to the live show the night in question, and it did not strike me as, and I tend to be fairly, like, I'm listening for something awful to happen. It did not strike me as Gary stating that they don't care about the problems this country is having with race relations and how we treat people of color. When he said, you know, I don't care, to me, he was literally saying, I want everybody to come on the show that has a stitching story to tell. I don't care what color you are. And I think the thing that maybe, you know, not got him in trouble, but he did say something to the effect of, you know, now I'm not going to go out and just start soliciting, you know, black designers and black stitchers and saying, come on the show so that I can say, look, I've got black people. That's not right either. So, yeah, this is a weird thing, and I you know, I don't like the idea that Fiber Talk might be in jeopardy. But I'm so upset that Vanna has shut down her channel. She's turned off her social media. I think of Vanna as a resource. I think of her as our collective auntie who knows all the things and, you know, teaches us sternly, but with love. And I don't recall any comments from Vanna at all that raised any flags in my head. I'm upset that she's upset about this, and I hate the idea of her losing this outlet and this platform for her to share the things that she knows and the things that she loves and the things that she does. And so I understand businesses need to protect themselves, especially right now. Business is not good. You know, I don't know if you've noticed, but we're in a pandemic. So I understand the businesses wanting to protect themselves, and I understand Gary being just stymied at the idea of, what did I say that was so wrong? There's no right side of this, and that's tough. So I'm hoping that this works out, and I'm hoping that there are people who chat with Vanna and Gary and are at least you know, staying in communication with them, just so that they don't just cut themselves off from the community because the community needs them and loves them. And that's about it. That is about all I have for you this week. It is hot here. It is humid. I'm hoping my air conditioner isn't too loud through this whole video. I'm not recording it again. You know, it's rainy and my hair is, I don't even want to talk about it. I think I'm gonna go finish my beer and do some editing. And I've been playing with some new little animation things, so you might see them popping up around this video or the next one. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think they're distracting or just cute. I'm hoping for cute. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your likes and even your dislikes. And thank you so much for your comments. I read every single one of them, and I appreciate them. Thank you for being my community. Black lives still matter. Bye, guys.